All right, what's up, boxing fans? It's Aztec 101. So this video is going to be a post-fight video for Jaron Boots Ennis versus David Avanesyan. This was a great fight. Congratulations to Boots. He won by technical knockout. David, he lasted up until the end of the 5th round, and then his corner had to stop it. Apparently, he has a broken jaw, and I think there's some other injuries, but he did take a beating. Regardless, David did a lot better than I thought he would. And by that, I mean overall. He didn't just land more punches than I thought he would. He also took the punishment better than I thought he would. His jaw didn't hold up. And Jaron just looked like a complete 154-pounder in there. 100%, maybe even a middleweight. I mean, that might be a stretch, but the size difference was huge. Boots did great, and there are things to fix. I like the way Boots went on Twitter and immediately addressed all the criticism and was like, look, I looked at my fight and I'm going to fix some things. I wasn't 100%. I felt the ring rust, and I'm going to get better. The next fight, I'm going to do a lot better. And that is the response that I think people have been waiting from Shakur Stevenson. But I'm glad that we got it from Boots. That's a mature and perfect way to deal with people online that are giving criticism. Not all of this criticism is bad. I see a lot of people, like I knew was going to happen, immediately comparing this win with Bud versus David Avanesyan. And I knew that was going to happen. And I think that Boots did the right thing by turning it up in the 5th round and getting him out of there. And I think that him going for the KO, it's not just part of the way that he fights, but it's very important in this fight because I knew that comparison was going to be drawn. But I want to bring some perspective when we talk about this comparison. You guys have to acknowledge when Bud faced David Avanesyan, Avanesyan was on a 6-fight win streak, right? He was completely active. And mind you, Bud also fought David Avanesyan after being out for a year. So Jaron had a great performance. He knocked him out, got him out there faster than Bud did. That's all true. But if you're gonna compare, you got to take everything into consideration, and you have to know that the David Avanesyan that Bud fought is not the same David Avanesyan that Jaron Ennis fought. It's not Boots' fault for that. He beat him when he was supposed to beat him, and he beat him the right way. And I think this is it's best case scenario for Boots. He sold out hometown arena, and everybody was excited, and it seemed like it was a great crowd. In my opinion, I think that he's just going to continue winning from here. If he stays at 147, I see a few fights that I'm interested in. But if he goes to 154, I know everybody is drawing the line from Boots to Bud immediately. But I got to say, man, I'm excited to see Boots, if he goes to 154, fighting any of the top guys. Going after Virgil Ortiz, going after Fundora, going after Errol Spence, going after Tim Tszyu. All of these guys are great fights for Boots. It's not just, we don't even know what's gonna happen. Everybody's talking about, Boots asked, Turkey to send the contract. Look, we do not know how Crawford is going to look against Madrimov. And I'm not saying that because I underestimate Crawford. I'm saying that because I don't want to underestimate Madrimov. Madrimov is a very talented fighter, and he's not to be overlooked. We do not know how that fight's going to turn out. This is Terence Crawford's first fight at 154. Talking about Boots, whether Boots should fight him, we don't know who's going to win. What if the winner's Madrimov? we just need to relax. I think sometimes boxing fans, I get it. I get it. Bud was undisputed, but the division that he's in is so stacked at 154 that Boots can become a great fighter by fighting any one of them. To be honest, right now Boots is in the perfect position. Perfect position. He did the right thing. He held the IBF title, fought the mandatory, even though it wasn't Cody Crowley like he planned it to be. He kept that mandatory status. He fulfilled the mandatory defense. And then now he can use that IBF title to challenge for maybe an IBF interim at 154. I mean, that's completely possible. He's in a good position. And I don't think we need to think about Bud fighting Canelo, fighting Boots. None of that matters. He hasn't gotten past Madrimov yet. We don't know what's going to happen. That's my opinion, but I'm very excited. Boots put on an amazing show. All I do have to say is that it's okay. It's reasonable to say that he took a little bit too much punishment in this fight. Even though it doesn't look like it, there were a lot of shots that were landed that, thank God, David Avanesyan is not a big puncher. He's not a big guy either. Thank God he wasn't even the same size as Jaron Ennis, because if it was someone else, these punches would have changed the fight. But then again, I'm happy to see an exciting fight. I have no complaints, zero complaints. I'm just analyzing the fight, but that's it. As far as his next fight, I'm open to hear any name. To be honest, I just want to see him active. I want to see him fighting in another 3 months. That would be amazing. And you guys let me know. Tell me what you think. This is Aztec 101 in the ring, and I'm out.